What's up, everybody? This is Tanner from TanmanBaseballFan.com. This is episode number 3 of a 3-part video series that I am doing on my Jose Canseco collection. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a wrap-up or a recap of the other videos I've done. So, number 1 showcased this box that I came across recently, and I hadn't even thought about it in forever. But the box just basically had this massive amount of pieces that I took from a game used bat of Canseco and I had cut up and then had Jose sign. There are also player worn jersey pieces that I had him sign and all kinds of other things. So this was all done back in 2015. I mean, it's kind of like ancient history now. But all those pieces were done at Jose's house whenever I did a signing with him there. Those pieces were made specifically for me to actually create custom cards for my collection. And so it's kind of fun to see them again, just kind of pull them out and look through them again. And it gave me more ideas of what to do in the future for my collection as well. Episode 2 showcased all of the customs, well, most of all of them, not all of them, but most of the customs I've done for my Canseco collection. I had a blast showing those off too. It was fun to be able to just get everything together, put them on my table downstairs in the kitchen, just video everything and talk through each piece. It was great. I enjoyed the heck out of it. This video I'm probably going to enjoy the most, I think. I love being able to do customs. I love the story of what happened in 2015. But my favorite is just got to be the baseball cards. So that's what this episode is. Just to kind of give you a quick recap of what happened. So about a year and a half ago, I was considering purchasing like the super huge Jose Canseco baseball card collection. I was really pumped about it, but I felt that God didn't want me to do that. So I pushed back or pulled back on that. And in the same breath, I was like, well, if I'm not going to get this, then what else am I going to be doing here in the hobby? So ultimately, I made the decision myself to stop collecting altogether and sell everything off. It took probably about half a year or so, but I got in the black with it, which is great. But eventually I started thinking, man, I love these cards. Is there a way for me to be in this hobby of collecting Jose Canseco cards without being a super collector? And the answer was a resounding yes. I found a tremendous amount of enjoyment and pleasure not having to go out and get everything. So in the past year and a half, because it's been a year and a half since I've actually said I stopped super collecting, which is nuts to me, by the way. I think it's insane that it's been this long. But over this past year and a half, I have enjoyed the heck out of just finding cards of Canseco that I love, that I just really enjoy, and picking those up. And there's no compulsion to check eBay every single second of every single day. There's no desire to build every single rainbow that ever comes out. And there's like literally no stress here, guys. Like, it is just so much better, so much more fulfilling, so much more enjoyable. And also, as you've seen, I've been able to get into some vintage cards and some comic books, and I've enjoyed that a lot too. It's really been fun to be able to expand. And again, it puts this hobby for me as like a hobby again, instead of like this mission. And the mission was great to be able to get all the Canseco cards and everything. But I really am super happy to not have like an obligation to, try to, that I put on myself. That was kind of self-imposed of trying to get everything. So that's gone. But man, I don't know. With as much as I love like Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle and Honest Wagner, Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson, all of the other 19th century players as well, Cap Anson, King Kelly, as much as I love those, there's something about Canseco cards that gives me like this personal connection to my childhood. And probably a lot of it has to do with the fact that they are extremely limited, like the ones I have, and that they're just so much prettier to look at than like a 48 leaf Jackie Robinson. You can't hold up like this 48 leaf Jackie Robinson and go, oh, look how beautiful it is, because it's not really beautiful. It's a neat from a card perspective and from a work of art, definitely. But I mean, it just, there's no match when it comes to like a refractor or something, So anyways, that's where I am. I've been super excited to show off my entire collection for the first time here. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So this actually wasn't how I was going to start this off, but I wanted to show this these binders. These basically house my base cards, and so I have a near complete base run. I just wanted to kind of show everybody what it looks like in here, just kind of for completion's sake. I mean, basically all this that's in here is like one of every base card. You won't see any parallels, you know. I mean, I don't know if you consider this parallel, but I do regular and chrome. But also there's inserts. So if there's like this, for instance, yeah, it's a pretty card. Make sure I can get this in here. And then you see, so these are, you know, base inserts, I guess you could call them, as well. So no parallels. Classic. Not a whole lot of serial number cards, but if there are, I'll see if I can find one here. Yeah, like here, for instance. Yeah, so there's a couple, because these are like the quote-unquote base version of them. There's not another unnumbered version. So some of them are like really beautiful cards. So I'll show you this, for example. It's out of 500, I think. Yeah, so it's out of 500. Yeah, I mean, some really nice cards. So it just kind of, you know, goes to show you don't have to go after high dollar cards to really enjoy this hobby. I mean, look, that's beautiful. And then this right here, by the way, is probably like my most favorite base card ever. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like probably 50-cent card or something. So real nice. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's in here. There's only a couple missing to have an entire base run, but I figured while I was here, I would kind of show off what I have in this last binder. Now, this last binder is mainly used for inserts and parallels of other guys I like. So you see Bonds, Jeter, Griffey, Thomas, Ripken. So just really beautiful cards all the way throughout. But at the very end, I've got about 7 cards of Canseco. So that I didn't, let me see if I can find them here. So I didn't want to put these in holders necessarily, even though they all absolutely, you know, a lot of them at least deserve recognition. So that's a real nice card. It's a gold medallion. And then see how nicely these shine, though. I mean, incredible cards. And every now and then I'll swap them out with some other cards I have in holders, and to put them in with, you know, put others in these pages instead, and put some of these in holders. Like this would probably be a good candidate just because of how, you know, pretty it is. And then there's some foil. Some of these are just, you know, they're not like huge cards by any stretch of imagination, but just something I enjoyed enough to want to keep. Like a nice little Topps Gold run. You know, there's another gold one. So like some of these, like, you know, this one, for instance, and some others in here, actually will fetch a good amount of money. I mean, you know, a lot of these at most 10, 20 bucks, but still not, you know, not like just nothing cards. So die cuts, foils, for the first ever first day Stadium Club card, artist proof, museum collection. Yeah, so just some of these are really, really nice. Then love that Deadpool version. Minor or independent league card that's platinum blue. A lot of shine. This is one that I wanted to get back for quite a while. I believe it's called like Extreme Player Gold or something, I guess, but it took a little while to get it, but I got it. Rich Gold, Tiffany. I love this version here. It's normal one has like a regular background. This is like the lightning background. This card I just picked up again recently a few months ago. It's at a 99, but ridiculously tough to find for some reason. So then some refractors, and then some more refractors. This binder will be added to, and for the most part, like I want to show y'all something also. Like some of these cards here, like Griffey, McGuire, Bonds, Jeter, A-Rod, like I try hard not to show the same card next to each other, because I want to, every time I go through this binder, I kind of want to be surprised by what I see. So a lot of, like, gosh, y'all, the 90s are just, it's an amazing time period for baseball cards. So anyway, so I will go and get on with the rest of the Canseco collection. All right, guys, here it is. This is my Jose Canseco baseball card collection. This is a collection I've curated over the past year and a half since having sold off my super collection. What you see right here are cards that I really like, and what's in here is cards that I really love. So to give you an idea where I came from, see this box here, 3-row? These are empty. I just wanted to show you, give you an example. I had 10 of these or so filled with Canseco cards that were all different from each other. And this is basically all I have now, as far as the special cards go. So there's no base here. I do have a nice base run and base inserts in my binders. But these are the cards I really care about. So what I did basically is I went through my website at cansecocollector.com and I took a look at it, not from a completionist perspective, but from a perspective of what do I really like? Like, which cards do I love, not just because they're rare or because I don't have them, but what cards do I love that I just enjoy and would enjoy looking at them. So that's what this collection is about right now. So by the way, keep an eye on these cards and the time of this video. If you have a question for me as far as what type of card something is, let me know and I'd be happy to answer it for you, so that way you can check if your guy is in it. But anyways, to start off, I mean, this is a 2000 Prism holographic blue. It's numbered out of 80. You see, beautiful card, and this is kind of what I wanted my collection to be, just beautiful cards. This is a foil Crash the Game Touch 'em All. Pinnacle Dufex Artist Proof. I love that. This is a Stadium Club card, I believe, and it's Ringleaders. The foil etching is phenomenal. The difference on this one versus others is the back. This actually has a customer approval. So this is a proof. This is a prototype, I guess you could call it. Because the back actually has the date and signature of somebody that approved this to be created. So if you look back at the release date of Stadium Club, I'm sure it's going to be much further after January 16th, 1995. So it's a great little anomaly. So I love that, especially just the card. It just pops. I mean, it's just incredible. It's got all kinds of stuff going on there. And it's not an expensive card. It's very cheap. So 1996 Studio. This is a silver press proof. This is ridiculously hard to get a hold of because of the holographic foil. When people go through 96 Studio cards, they'll go through them like super fast and they might not see that one of them is holographic foil. And the only way to tell on the back also is it says 1 of 100 at the top there. There's only a few of these that have come across, so they go for pretty decent money. This is a 96, I believe, Collector's Choice. You Crash the Game Gold Exchange. The fun thing about this card is this is wood. Inside this is red acetate, and so I actually did a video of this before where I shined a flashlight on it and it projected this image huge on the wall. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. Round numbers at 25. Just again, the shine is amazing. This is a rip card from 2018 Allen Ginter. I didn't have this one when I super collected. But I love the idea of there being a mini card in there. It says it's out of 50, but you never know. It's quite possible that 40 of them have already been ripped. You just never know with these. Pinnacle Aficionado. This is the first pitch preview. This is a ridiculously difficult card to get because this is actually like a redemption where you'd have to call in and do like some sort of a survey. So not all of them were redeemed. These rarely ever come up. I think I've seen maybe 3 or 4 others over the years. This is a Power Rally. It's a beautiful card. Die cut. It's out of 100. Love the shine. It's got all kinds of rainbow colors going. 2019 Stadium Club refractor. I love the refractors. I decided to go on the Stadium Clubs. Like they also have like the base, black and white, sepia, red foil, gold foil, black foil, orange foil, and just all kinds of them. And then like an autograph version of each one of them. So what I opted to do is, this is me not going after any rainbows ever, is I decided to get the base card for my base set, the refractor, this one, and the gold minted refractor, and that's it, because those are the only ones I really care about. That's what my collection's about now, guys. There's absolutely no compulsion to or need to feel to get everything. It's just cards I really love and enjoy. So this is a gold refractor, tops chrome of Canseco on the Angels. I love that. So all these cards, 99 times out of 100, I'm going to say I love them because these are just, they're great cards. I'm glad that I had the benefit of going through, and this is a rare card, by the way. I had a hard time tracking down another one of these. But the benefit of having everything before and looking with a critical eye of cards from who I had before on my website and being able to say, okay, I'm not a completionist anymore. What do I really want? And by the way, before I finish that thought, this card is, it's got the diamond cut in, on both sides. This is really cool, and this is extremely rare. This is a card that was randomly inserted inside of these Pinnacle soup cans that had like pictures of Ken Griffey Jr. or Frank Thomas or whatever on the front of them. The only way to open them is you had to have like a can opener. So I remember having some as a kid. I never opened them because I didn't know how to. And so I'd imagine a lot of them are now ruined because they got stuck together over the years, I'm sure. It's a great card, super, super rare. And it fell one to every 63 packs or cans, I guess you could say. So really cool card. But anyway, so my collection, as I was saying, is more about finding what I really like, and it doesn't have to do much with rarity as much as it does just if I love the card. So this is a trajectory patch card. Topps does not have much patch material for Canseco at all. I get the feeling that they don't have any jerseys of his anymore, so this is a pretty special card. Another Dufex card. Love that. Statitude die cut. You see, this isn't a card I love. It's just, it is a little rarer though. Distinctions gold refractor die cut from Panini Prism. This is a stained glass card. And what I did is I actually got an Allen Ginter framed mini card, pulled out the mini card and put this in it. This normally doesn't have a frame around it, but it's a neat technology because Canseco doesn't have any other stained glass cards. And so it's pretty cool. There's supposed to be about 25 of them. And yeah, it's a really nice card. X-Fractor Bowman's Best. And look at just all of that shine. How cool is that? So neat. 91 Elite out of 10,000. Back in the day when I was a kid, this was like ridiculously rare, especially when they were printing out 2, 3, 4 million of each card. So this is a tough find. I couldn't have even dreamt of having that as a kid because it was so rare and so expensive. And it still sells good now. Platinum from Ultra. Really cool card. This is another Ultra Platinum. These are hard cards to get as well. Home Run Kings from Fleer Ultra, and it's gold medallion. This card is actually made out of wood, so that's fun. I love the weird things that they do with cards as well. This is one of my favorite Dufex cards. The picture's great, the shine, just look at that. So awesome. It's a little Starburst, I guess it is, or I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's got etched foil. Another Ultra Platinum medallion. I actually sold this to a dealer, my copy of this, and I went back and afterwards and I said, hey, I'd love to buy it back from you. I'm happy to pay more for it because I know you bought it in the first place to get profit. And you know, he basically ignored me. So thankfully, A couple weeks later, this card popped at auction, and I ended up buying it, being the winner for less than, or for about half of what I offered the reseller guy. So glad that worked out nicely. 98 Donruss prize collections, I believe. I just put this on Twitter. Like, look at that. It's a gorgeous card. I believe this is a 97 finest refractor. I like just the, dimpling that they did on the front. On the back, this is a cool thing too. The regular refractor doesn't do this, but you look at the back, I mean, it's just really cool. You see anything wrong with these cards? 1992 tops. They don't have the nameplates at the bottom. It doesn't say Jose Canseco on the bottom. I've never seen any other Cansecos like this. So they're Topps gold, and Topps didn't put the gold on the front. So I love these. I sold them. I got them back, and they look so clean, and they're just awesome. I love those. Finest gold refractor. This is a card that is missing the die cut all the way around it, if I remember correctly, and the serial number. So this might be the only one like it. Super love this card. Gorgeous. This is a foil Rookies and Stars from Leaf. This is out of 50. Again, just an extremely difficult card to get a hold of. This is one of my favorites. It's very underrated. 98 score rookie and traded artist proof, I believe is what it's called. But look at the stars in the background, and I mean, it's just such a neat card. I love that. There's a base foil version as well. It doesn't pop like this, but oh man, I love it. Love it. 2000 Topps Tech Gold. This is the blue version, but this is a proof. It doesn't have the number of 10 on the back, and it doesn't have the die cut rounded corners. Beautiful card, and this might be the only one like it. Absolute Heroes Reverse out of 25. Reverse Spectrum is what's called. Just another ridiculously rare card that's beautiful out of 25 that I didn't even give the time of day when I had it at first. I just didn't care. Once it was in the box, the only thing I really cared about was getting the next card. So, very thankful I'm not in that same mindset anymore. Gold Refractor of the Expos. That's one thing that's changed in my mindset as well, is I can really enjoy and appreciate these cards so much more now. That there's no self-imposed obligation to try to get everything. Like I have these on my desk like at all times, just and throughout the day I'll pick them up and just look at them. So this is a Leaf Rookie and Stars Longevity foil. It's out of 50 as well, so it's a really hard card. Anytime there's something that's numbered under 100 from the 90s, it could be pretty difficult to get in varying degrees. Here's the first gold mint refractor. I love the gold mint refractors. These are case hits, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful cards. See, I would much rather have this than, an orange foil or whatever that might be out of 5. I just think this is something that's going to be so much prettier for me to look at and enjoy. I just love that. This is a card I just picked up the other day. I ended up selling this a while ago, and I remember having this years ago and picking up going, man, this is a beautiful card. I really like it. So I put it on my list about a little over a year ago to get back in my collection, and it didn't pop until recently. And there it is. Super happy with it, man. It's like gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This one also is a card that I just picked up again. This is a Star Rubies Extreme, and I had the first one. The first one I got was actually when I was live at American Ninja Warrior with my family. So that was kind of fun, and so I sold it later, and ultimately I got it back. So I've got some fun memories attached with this. Super happy about it. It looks beautiful, especially in the light. It's just a neat card, and plus it's got a great memory attached to it that we got to hang out with Casey Catanzaro that night also. So it's pretty cool. This is the regular refractor of 2018 Stadium Club. Beautiful. I get giddy over these refractors. I mean, it's not a big card. I mean, it's like going to be $5 or something now, but it's just so beautiful. Such a pretty card. 95 Select Certified, another card that I didn't think of at all. Like when I had it in my Super Collection, I didn't think about it one bit. But then after I sold everything, went back through my collection on my website, cansecocollector.com, said, yeah, I would like to get that back. Great picture. That might be the best Red Sox picture of him, by the way. But, so beautiful. Just a great card. Here's the second gold minted refractor. This might be my favorite, just because of how it shines. Like the other one has a great picture too that I just showed you, but this one has more of the shine, I think. I think I'm noticing that anyways. I don't know where it is anymore. I'll have to check later, but it's a great picture. I enjoy that. I actually know the person who selected this picture for the card also. So, and it's Sue's, by the way. She used to work at Top. So if you're out there, hi. This is a finest gold refractor from, and this also is a proof. It doesn't have serial number. I think this is supposed to be die cut also. I don't recall. It's one of the two, but anyways, this might be the only one like it as well. Love the shine of it. I think this is Latinos of the Major Leagues. This is from Pacific, and this is out of 99. For some reason, this card out of 99 is like stupid hard to get. I don't know why. But I've got the base one also, my base run in my binder collection, but it's got all kinds of stuff that's going on here with this. I love it. A lot of stuff to look at and admire and enjoy. This is another one I didn't care about when I first had. It's a foil version of the Men of Summer from Pinnacle Express. The base card is cool, but the foil card looks great. It's a beautiful card. Top Silk, Allen and Ginter, 1 of 10. This card is made out of silk. These three kind of go together. Donruss, I believe they're season stat line, I guess is what all of them are. But anyways, look at the shine of these cards. They are beautiful. So Devil Rays, Angels, and White Sox, they're all numbered low. Yeah, like 46, 49, 66. And again, if you're new to the collecting game and you've been like, just really kind of overloaded by all of the cards out of, 5, 10, 25, even 1 of 1s from the new releases, it's a big difference to have a card that's numbered out of 50 that's been made out of the past few years as opposed to one that's from the 90s or early 2000s. It's a massive, massive difference. I love these cards. I really adore them. I mean, they're just great looking. They're beautiful, beautiful cards. So this was at the top of a pile the other day on my desk, and Holly came in and she's like, "What is that? Did you make that?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "Huh, because that's an ugly card." I go, "What? That's nuts. This isn't ugly. This is beautiful." It's Dufex 95 Select Certified Gold team. Even the back has got that kind of Dufex thing going on. I love it. I don't know what her deal is with it, but I love it. Here's a Pacific Revolution Shadow Series. This is a shout out to Matthew over at the Essential Credentials podcast. He picked up an A-Rod and he posted a picture of it in the 90s and 2000s insert group. And I saw it and just caught my eye right. And I go, huh, I didn't even think about this card when it was in my collection. I need to take a look at it again. So I found it, picked it up, and man, I love it probably 37 times more than I ever did before when I had it. It's out of 99. It's great. I love it. Same with this card, Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor. It is just incredible. Nice, nice card. This is a 2005 Prime Patches. It's got a home and away jersey, a hat, and a batting glove piece, and it's autographed. It's numbered out of 25. This is one of the first 90s inserts or parallels I picked up. I am a sucker for that holographic foil and the die cut on the side. I mean, that is just so cool. So I ended up selling this and buying it back. The dealer made a nice little profit off of me for getting it, but yeah, I really wanted to get this back. And this is a card that I actually had on the sale pile because I looked at it and go, I don't think I love this card. Why do I have this? And then I saw the light hitting it right. I go, oh man, okay, well, yeah, the die cut's cool. Yeah, that's definitely staying. So again, just a card I didn't really care about when it was. I mean, like a lot of these, I just didn't care about much. the only ones I really cared about for the most part when I was super collecting were the ones I didn't have yet, or the super, super rare ones. And a lot of these are very rare, don't get me wrong, but so this is an Elite Series card. This is probably the only card in my childhood, because I had a copy of this in my childhood, that was worth anything, and it was only like 10 or 20 bucks. Everything else was like significantly less expensive. But anyway, so I had to get this because this is a great, great, great card. And again, in my super collection, I didn't give a rip about it, but now I do because I just think it's great. This is a gold minted refractor case hit. This is a card that I didn't think about at all until I sold it. So I had a guy out there, Jared, if you're listening or watching, howdy. He ended up buying this from me, and as I pulled it from the box, I looked at it and go, dang, that's really nice looking. So I shipped it out, and when I decided to come back and pick up some cards of Canseco that I loved, I put this at the top of my list, and so there it is. I want to show both of these at the same time. Atomic Refractors. These are not difficult cards, guys. This is from like 2017 and 18, I guess. 2016 here, and 2018. So my favorite one's got to be this, just because how it shines. But take a look at this. Like, to me, that's phenomenal. It's not a tough card. This is one of those cards that you can pick up probably for $5 or $10, I think. So for me personally, I think they might have an autograph version of this and this as well. I don't care about those. I don't care about those at all. I just love how this looks by itself. And there's so many autographs out there nowadays, guys. I mean, it's just it's crazy. So I don't really put as big of an emphasis on autographs anymore. This is an artist proof. This is another card that is foil, and I didn't think about much at all, but this is a leftover, actually, so I didn't even have to get this back. But I looked at it, I go, huh, that's actually a really classy looking card. Retrofractors. Look at that. White Sox and Yankees. The back, you see the card stock is vintage. That's why it's called a retrofractor, I guess. But you see the shine in that? I mean, that's just incredible. Essential Credentials. Very nice card. The base card, though, like, this is like stupid hard to get, by the way. It's out of 67. These never show up for sale. Beautiful card, but guess what? The base card looks so much better. The base card that's worth like $1 or less is so much nicer looking, in my opinion. Cool card, though. Clearly authentic. This is an A6 Topps Traded style. It's a cool card. I like the shine more, so it's not like my favorite, but I like the idea of them doing clear cards, so I had to get the 86. There's one more in here somewhere as well that I got. And last but not least on that pile is this. I mean, take a look at the shine on this. Just another card I wouldn't have cared about because it's out of 320, and before this last rendition of collecting, I'd say, who cares? It's out of 320. Big deal. Well, it's a big deal to me now. I enjoy that. I love that. Okay, last pile till we get to the suitcase. This is a Pacific Revolution. This is red. And it turns out the guy I bought this from is in the same town in Pennsylvania as some good friends of ours. It's numbered 1 out of 299 also. This is probably my favorite Defects card ever. Look at how beautiful that card is. I showed you a gold version of this earlier, but this is my favorite. The blue and the green just pops. I love that. 94 Finest Refractor. Y'all, this is like a really difficult card to get for some reason. I don't know why I had so many problems getting it, but it's gorgeous. I enjoy that. This is my lone copy of a regular pack pulled 2000 Topps Tech Gold. I showed you the blue gold prototype. This is, and you can see what I was talking about before, like with the die cut corners. See, that's what they're supposed to look like from the pack. And out of 10. There's like 20 different versions of this. I had about 17 or so, and I sold them to, the majority of them to Matt, I believe. So, hey, Matt, if you're watching out there. I just wanted to get one of them as representation of them and their beauty for my for my collection. So this is it. Another under the radar refractor. This is not an expensive card, but like the beauty under the light is just ridiculous. It's a very cool card. 94 Bowman's Best. This was another one that for some reason was just difficult to get a hold of. 95 Finest Gold Refractor. Gorgeous card. This is tough. This is at 50. 2001 Yankees card. Die cut Crown Royale from Pacific. It's purple. This is another silk out of 10. I really only want one silk in my collection, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure which one's going to go, but eventually one of them will be for trade, I think. This is a metal. I never thought I'd see another metal before. This is out of 3. So, and literally made out of metal. Such a beautiful card. So this is my other clearly authentic card. It's 87. Everybody knows I love the Rookie Cup card. I wanted to wait specifically for this card to come up to show you this. This is the original picture that Topps used. Now, I always thought that Canseco was sitting in the dugout. But look, he's actually standing up, kneeling on the dugout steps. The more you know, huh? How cool is that? Very cool. I love that picture, by the way. Okay, so this is a Club 40. One of the more colorful cards. I love the shine on it. The pink, blue, green. I just think it's a great, great looking card. And then that. Oh, man. I'm telling you, I never get sick of looking at these cards, y'all. I never get sick of it. Like, this is at 99. I just, yeah, I mean, I've got my money's worth just being able to enjoy looking at these cards. I know some of y'all out there put your cards away and, you know, don't really look at them after you buy them. I was the same way, but like now, I look at them so, you know, so much. Like, it's so fun. And last, until we get through to the suitcase, is this card. Beautiful SPX. I love the design. I don't think the camera really does this justice though either. I think it looks so much better in person. All right, so let's get to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, pull off this to the side, bring this forward. Like, this is the stuff that I'm like super excited about. I love those cards that I just showed you, don't get me wrong, but ooh man, like these cards in here. Hope I'm not pumping this up too much, but anyways, I love this case, by the way. This is like my favorite. So I'll go ahead and jump in here, pull out all of these. Start off is a one-of-one museum, gold, gold ink, and gold holofoil. It's one-of-one Canseco. It's framed. It's beautiful. The whole thing is wood. I mean, it's just a piece of art. So that's just an incredible card. This card is a holy grail for any player collector. This is a 1990 Donruss Aqueous Test. Ridiculously rare. Goes for high dollars. And just such a neat card. And it's one of those cards that you see all of the 90s and 2000s cards and even the newer one-of-ones. Like, this card will outpace the newer one-of-ones 9 times out of 10 also. It's that hard to get and that exciting for collectors. This is the only Topps buyback I have. It is a finest refractor. Canseco doesn't have, at least up to this point, any other refractor buybacks. And so this is from 2016. It says one-of-one there. That's why I decided to keep it, is because just how beautiful it is. And you know, I used to have over 100 buybacks of Topps, not anymore. That's the only one as far as Topps goes for me. So this is a diamond axis fractal matrix. Gorgeous, like the precursor to the superfractor. It's die cut, it's blue, it's gorgeous. And the thing with this is this might be either a one-of-one or one-of-two, because this is an executive sample prototype. Look it up if you don't know what that is. This is typically shown because it has the X's at the front instead of the actual number. There's going to be this might be the only one, and if there is another one out there, then that's probably, that means that there's probably only 2 of these out there. Leaf Gold Wave Sports Heroes 1 of 1. I was so happy that they did a Gold Wave card of Canseco finally, because there's no others out there. And so I ended up getting the number out of three, I think, two or three, 5, 7, and 10. And I was thinking about doing the rainbow, and I decided, nope, I'm just going to keep the 1 of 1. I don't care about the others. And it matches the color of the A's and everything, and it's a beautiful card. It's one of those cards that, in hand, it looks so much better than even on screen. This is one of the first cards I picked up when I decided to come back into collecting a bit. This is a reserved collection, I think it is. Like, extremely difficult etched foil card to get, and I'm not sure why, but it is. Like, this rarely ever comes up and can go for big bucks whenever it does. This is what I deemed at one point one of the most beautiful cards of the 90s. This is a 1999 Ultimate Victory Gold 1 of 1. It's missing the serial number, but there's, this might be the only one. There might be another one out there that has a serial number, but either way, this very well might be the only time that you see this card. I mean, just beautiful. It looks like it meshes several technologies together, which is neat. This is my favorite Mother's Cookies card ever. It's a dual autograph of Canseco and McGuire. McGuire obviously doesn't sign anything with Canseco on it anymore, so that makes that even more exciting to me. Love that card. I think I got that from Carlos, if I remember. It's Canseco's friend and batting practice pitcher. So, hey, Carlos, if you're watching. Trade wins at 50. This card never showed up when I was a super collector. So I was able to get this from a private collector, and man, it delivers. Like, I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't know how beautiful this was until I was able to put my hands on it. So from the same collector, I got this as well. This is a 98 Crusade green. This is what I consider to be the best Canseco Crusade on the planet, and here's why. It is the executive prototype sample. Number out 250. There might be one other of these out here. I like this better than the red because it's rare, significantly rare. Out of 25 is what the reds are. But the colors match perfectly with the A's. Gorgeous card. And I mean, if you want to get one of these that's not that's not an executive prototype, I mean, there's 250 of them out there, so they're not crazy difficult to get. And you can still have the beauty, just not necessarily the rarity. This is a stupid hard card to get. Like, for some reason, like, I've never seen this card before, ever, from anybody. It is a Premier Club from 96 or 97 score. Like, I've seen the silver one more, but this little kind of gold platinum kind of thing it has going on. Never seen this version, like, anywhere. So, and it's like really nice. 98 Pinnacle Certified Mirror Red Prototype. This is a beautiful card. I love this. There's a huge story. So, like, look on my website at TaymanBaseballFan.com and look up that story. It's got a great story behind it. This is out of 5 elephant head patch. I had the 1 of 1. The 1 of 1 was actually a plain white swatch, so I like this so much more. Great card. Rip card of the Bash Brothers. It's out of 5, and it's McGuire's number, 25, 2 of 5. Ultra Gold Medallion Thunderclap. This is probably one of my favorite Ultra inserts. Like, it's just a cool card. This is one of the first inserts or parallels from the 90s I picked up. It's illustrated. Great card. These two here, these are embossed X-fractors, I guess is what you call them, or maybe just embossed refractors. Maybe that's what they call them there. But the difference with these is they're not embossed. They're actually errors. So I think there's one other of each out there floating around somewhere. 1992 Ace Novelty Prototypes. These are the only two I've ever seen of them, ever, in full card form. Great cards. Ace was actually about to enter the market in competing with Topps, Fleer, Score, Donruss, and Upper Deck, and all them. And at the 11th hour, they were denied. So those cards were not supposed to see the light of day. 97 Essential Credentials. Excellent cards. I had 99, so I'm not really sure why it's so hard to get a hold of, but it is. But either way, it's beautiful. It's got like some orange acetate behind there and shines amazing. This is a Leaf National Convention, I think it is, a 92 style gold refractor, and it's a 1 of 1. If you see any scratches, by the way, it's on the cases, by the way, also. And somebody had asked, by the way, why I use these. And this is out of 5, by the way. It's because these small mini snaps, they give a more intimate feel to the card itself, instead of having like a bulky, kind of top or whatever, and then, having to put like a sleeve on top of it. It also kind of makes it thicker, like those one touches. And I'm not really a big fan of that. This is 1 of 5, by the way. I'm not really a big fan of the one touches right now. I might actually go back to them, but they kind of obscure the beauty of the cards, in my opinion. I love this card. I just picked this up a couple months ago. Legendary Fabrics. It's got another piece of the elephant face. It's really rare whenever that happens. So pretty cool there. This is a leather card. It's made out of leather, and it's die cut. It's fractal material, Z2 axis, and it's out of 20. Extremely, extremely difficult card to have. And it's 98, by the way. So that's really, really hard. This might be the only die cut Fleer Ultra Platinum that Canseco has. Beautiful card. Super, super nice card. Okay. 97 Pinnacle, totally certified platinum gold. This is a prototype. No serial number. This is the only one I've ever seen that has the peel off sticker right side up. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, it's a gorgeous card. It's one of my favorite 90s cards ever. And, I've only seen this come up for sale like once on eBay. And, yeah, it is a great, great, great card. Topps Pristine Refractor from the A3 style with wood. It's out of 25. This is another Holy Grail card from the 80s. This is an 88 Topps Test Cloth edition. I have a great story about this as well. Check out my website for it. But anyways, ridiculously difficult to have. Anybody who has a player on those sheets would give their right leg for it. I mean, it's an amazing card. World Series Tribute Relics, and look at the shine. On-card autograph, added 25, I believe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold card. And same with this, but this is out of 15, and it's a yellow patch. Yellow patches are like ridiculously difficult to get from Topps, so that's super nice. Statistical Champions, Timeless Treasures, patch autograph, and it's out of 5. This needs no introduction. 93 Finest Refractor. This is kind of what started, in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion. This started all as far as refractors go for baseball. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. And by the way, these normally will be off center or something. So I had to look for quite a while to make sure that I got one that was decently centered. So super happy about that. This card it took like years to find. I was able to finally track it down. This was a promotional card to go along with like this very limited run of sneakers. So like super ugly, hideous card. I will not be displaying this, but I'm happy that I have it. I had the whole run of these at one point, but I decided to keep the one that's out of 10. The others are higher numbered. This is on-card autograph. The autograph is beautiful. 10 of 10, last one. Got the quarter, signature, and the stamp. Just a cool, cool card. I picked up, I actually saw something like this. This is a 2000 Stadium Club Chrome First Day Refractor. This is typically out of 25. When I was on my way to Jose Canseco's house, I saw one for sale and I was super excited about it. Missed out. I think fellow super collector Curtis, hey Curtis, got it if I remember correctly. This showed up not too much longer ago without the serial number. So this might be the only one out there that doesn't have a serial number. And that's just right up my alley. I love it. I love it when I have something that's different than everything else. So beautiful, beautiful card. These cards are probably the biggest deal ever for 80s cards. If your guys are in the set, the Donruss blue chip and the Leaf blue chip cards. These are ridiculously awesome, ridiculously rare. I wrote about these, by the way, also. Check out my website, search them, and you'll fall in love with these, and you'll probably look for these yourself. I mean, these go for big, big, big money. Very cool cards, and I cannot believe I have a copy of each of them. Okay, we are getting in the home stretch here, which is good because I'm about to run out of space on my phone. Absolute Materials, it's out of 25, I think. National Treasures, I bought this back because the patch was so like ridiculous. I love that. Love that patch. This is Canseco's rarest rookie card. It's an A6 Donruss white letters, highlights white letters. The highlights is not in gold or yellow, but in white. You can hardly find these ever anywhere. So this is a big, big deal. This will go for a lot of money on the open market. Numbered out 25 Tools of the Trade. Beautiful shine. It's at 25, I didn't say. This is probably the most the rarest Yankees card of Canseco when he was playing. It's at a 20. It's a gorgeous card. It really just looks like it glows like in the right light. The regular version of this is the background is a refractor and the player isn't. Great card there. This is my only SP buyback and the only SP buyback I'll ever have probably. It's the only one I really care about. 93 Rangers pitching, iconic card. So that's why I have that. 1 of 1 triple threads wood cartoon hero. I was sick as a dog with my family last year, and it went for sale. Didn't think much about it. And I go, oh man, it says something about The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. Ended up doing a deal. I did like a 3-way trade. Like I ended up having to trade like with 2 different people to get to this. But I always loved the wood triple threads cards, and you know, Canseco finally had one, and so super happy I got this version of it. This is like my favorite one, and it's awesome. It's all wood. Beautiful black refractor. This is ridiculously difficult to get. I don't know why it's out of 50, but it's so hard. Bazooka one-liners. This is at 25. Another really hard card to get. Really beautiful though. This is my only other buyback. This is the Recollection Collection. Rated rookie. So I picked up, basically I only have 3 buybacks, and this is the 3rd one. I love it. This is my favorite refractor. 2004 Topps Retired, black refractor. At 25, autograph. They go for big money. And last but not least, there's a few more. They show you 98 Essential Credentials, Future and Now, and they are beautiful. I've written about these as well. They're gorgeous, gorgeous cards, and they never show up, guys. Like, they never show up for auction. Beautiful patch. Devil Rays, like it's very rare to have a Devil Rays patch, so super happy to have that one. Let's see here. Autograph Legendary Duels. This is another very difficult card to get. Of Will Clark and Canseco. A bat, not a bat card, but a wood card with Canseco signing it. Sweet Spot Classic Signatures. Sweet Sticks, it's at 35, but again, very hard card. This is a top of the heap 90s parallel. Fleer Brilliance 24 karat. Beautiful, beautiful card. Everybody wants one of those. And then I was looking for this one. Finally got one. It's a gold refractor. Apparently they're supposed to be at 25, but you know, where on earth are the other 24? It's a beautiful, beautiful card. 2015 Dynasty. I had a couple 1 of 1s, and I had a tag and everything else. I opted to try hard to get this one back because of the 25th anniversary patch. I've only seen a few other cards ever of Canseco with the 25th anniversary patch. we'll show these here. This is a black. This is really hard for some reason also. It's at 99. I don't know why it is so hard, but here's 3 superfractors. I'll show you. 2017. 2018 Bowman's Best. I love how well you could tell of the superfractor circles there. And then this one. This is my latest one. Love it. Okay. This is probably my favorite 90s card because it's so hard to get a hold of. I've only seen this one for sale ever on eBay, and man, it is gorgeous. I love it. And that's like the most iconic 90s set ever. So I'll show you, let's see here. Old English. I don't know if this is like a popsicle stick or a bat handle. I like to think it's a bat handle. But either way, aesthetically, this is just awesome. It's an amazing card, numbered out to gorgeous blue hollow foil. And I'll show you these, I guess. This is, I don't do rainbows, but had to do it for this one. The patch rainbow set of 2017 Leaf Q. And then this is one of my favorite cards, one of my most favorite cards ever. I love that. Last but not least, I'll show you 3 more cards, I guess. This one right here, Bat Knob, Jose Canseco, on card, 1 of 1. Obviously, you know this is a massive deal. Great card. And this one, Bat Barrel, 1 of 1. I had this. My friend Anthony, shout out to Anthony, told me about this years ago when it was up in a break. I bought it. I ended up selling it, and I just recently was able to trade back for it. And it took a lot of doing to trade because I had to work through a few people, and it worked out. And so happy to finally have a barrel, a knob, and my favorite patch, the most favorite. This is my favorite patch ever that I've seen, except for maybe this one. In a card, I'd say I like this card better, but this is the last one I'll show you. Sweet Swatch Classic World Series. This is from the 1989 World Series. This is his patch he wore in the 1989 World Series itself. So this card really kind of embodies part of my childhood. I don't really like the design or anything, but this piece right here, like, this is kind of what got me into baseball, guys. Like, this is a big deal for me. So I'm super happy I was able to have gotten it. And yeah, so I mean, I guess that's really all I want to show you. Show you the carnage here. There's a lot of stuff, but it's all like about, you know, less than 200 cards. Super happy with all this stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I think I might do a flyover of this case once all put together again. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and that concludes our 3-part video series. Y'all, I completely forgot about this. I didn't even think about showcasing a few of these other pieces here. So this first, let me actually go to the top here. This is a game-used 1989 World Series baseball signed by the team. The only signature it did not have was Jose, and so I was able to have him sign it in the place that I wanted him to sign it while I was at his house. So kind of a dream come true there. So also is this game-used glove that Jose traded me. He liked the glove that I brought him, and he said, "Hey, you want to swap?" I said, "Heck yeah, I do." So we did a trade, and he inscribed it for me. Game used, 86 Rookie of the Year, 88 MVP, 40/40. And by the way, before I forget, check out my book, Confessions of a Baseball Card Addict, available on Amazon.com. And also check out TammanBaseballFan.com. I have a new link up there that says podcast. I am now a podcaster. So if you want to hear me gab about baseball cards endlessly, feel free to check out there. And last but not least, I am going to show you my game-used Jose Canseco bat. And this isn't just an ordinary game-used bat. This bat was used to hit home run number 12 of the 1997 season. And there it is, guys. Thank you all very much for watching.